Good morning, class. How are you doing so far? Doing great? Ah, definitely should be great because it's a wonderful day and I think it's already, what time is it? Let me check the time. 3:52. I actually woke up around 1:30 because I slept early, like around 9. Every time I sleep early, I always wake up earlier than usual. So, just like my busy mind tells me, I decided to create a quick run of our homeroom guidance for quarter one. And this will help facilitate your learning. It will help facilitate you in understanding how to complete the tasks. Okay? So, let's begin with the first part. Module 1, Self-Analysis, a step to my self-improvement. Okay, so it has something to do with ourself improving in certain aspects or areas. Okay, let's start. Weekly home learning plan, of course, this is our guide. So since we're in module 1, as you can see, it has something to do with self-analysis, a step to my self-improvement. And here are the activities that we need to complete for this particular module. The mirroring therapy, Activity 2, Personal Goal Development Worksheet. And Activity 3, Poem Writing Challenge. Okay. Of course, you will answer this on a separate sheet of paper. And what does that mean? You're going to compile them at the end of the quarter. Okay. So don't forget, in my class, you submit it online. You take a picture of it and then you compile them. Okay. That's clear. Okay. So let's begin. At the end of this module, you're expected to, what are these objectives? Identify your strengths and weaknesses and their role in your personal development. Show ways to enhance strength and overcome weaknesses on different aspects of personality. Physical, physiological, mental, spiritual, social, moral, and emotional. And finally, okay, express an oath of commitment in valuing yourself. Have that self-respect. Again, I would like to remind everybody, I'm not an expert in psychology or what, but I just want you to guide you through, as an advisor, the process of discovering yourself. Okay? Good. So the first activity, as you can see, is the mirroring therapy. So in other words, you are going to, let me get this mirror here. You are going to get the mirror there. You're gonna look at the mirror. Okay, let's pretend I'm looking at the mirror. Let's put it here. There. Okay, here. Whatever. There. I have this mirror in front of me here. There. Let me show you. Oops, I am wearing shorts. Where's that? Oh, there you go. Okay. Okay. So, so look at yourself. Facial structure. Hmm. That's my facial structure. Am I happy with it? Do I look good? Strengths? Or do I have like not too much of the beard? Okay. Do you consider that a strength or a weakness? Or do I have, no more hair? Okay. What about your circle of friends? Okay. Hmm. Do I have what? Good circle of friends? Am I happy with them? Or do I have a supportive group of friends? Think about it. And then performance. Are you happy? I'm looking at this mirror, okay? Are you happy with your academic performance, Jota? Hmm. Personal relationship with God or living with the family. Uh, do I love my family? Okay. Do I cherish my church work? Okay. Or what about relationship status? Those who have girlfriend, boyfriends, but you're not allowed to, you're too young. Or close friends, okay. Am I happy with it? Is it toxic or is it, full of understanding? What about body posture? Oh yeah, teenagers like, uh, body posture. Am I happy with it? Do I consider it my greatest joy to have this physique? You know those things. And then attitudes towards difficulties in life. Difficulties are always there. Don't forget. Okay, so look at the mirror and say, can I overcome these difficulties in life? There you go. Okay, you get the point, right? So after doing that, try to observe yourself, evaluate your emotional reactions, and write that on a separate piece of paper. Okay, and see, okay, how do I see these situations personally as a teenager? Okay? Okay, let's go to the next one. Now here, the next activity has something to do with personal growth, goal development worksheet. So there are 5 aspects. The first one is an example to guide you, but you're going to remove that. You're going to create 5. Okay? Good, good. Now, you have to write down your personal goal. Okay? Like for example, here it is written, my personal goal is good grades, good scores. So in order to have that good grades or good scores, what are you going to do? You don't sleep late at night so that your brain will be fresh. You don't use gadgets for unnecessary things, too much gaming. Okay? You keep what? Notes orderly. So you have a schedule. Okay? So you continue doing that. Okay? So you improve by what? Doing advanced reading. Studying actually. Okay? And how do you start? You develop daily personal study habits. Plan. So these are the certain things that you need to work on. You can do this in everyday life. Okay? But for this activity, just list down 5 personal goals and you're going to see, you're going to do what you need to stop, what you need to lessen, what you need to continue, what you need to improve, and what you need to start doing in order for you to get better grades. Okay? Good. Okay. Next. Activity number 3 is a poem writing challenge. Okay? So let's be creative. Let's write a poem, at least 4 lines only. So that means 4 sentences. It's not difficult to do, believe me. And you may read the poem to your family home or share it with your friends in your social media. You can post it. But in this activity, you write it down so that it will be compiled and be submitted. Okay? Good. So that's it. So why are we doing all of this? Okay? Because we have to achieve certain personal development. We have to develop ourselves. Class. Okay? So in order to achieve that, okay, what are the things we need to do that big leap? For example, for me, if I need to develop a firm, muscular body to stay healthy, what's my first step? I have to eat the right food. Second step, I have to sleep in the right time. Third step, I have to work out. Then, at the end, I develop a firm lean body. You get the point? You get the idea? Good. Okay. So that's a big step that you could share. And that's part of the activity. Write it down again and compile them. Okay. It can be on my class. It can be in a sheet of paper or bond paper, just as long as you compile it. How many activities do we have for this module 1? 4. Written on a piece of paper. You photograph it, send it to me, and you compile them. At the end of the quarter, we're gonna submit them or put them in a folder. Okay? Good. So The concept behind all of this is what? Balance of life. So we need to have the balance in everything. We were trying to analyze ourselves. Are we too much of one or the other? Physical, too much exercise, or is it balance? Are we like developing our mental aspects? Are we too emotional? Or social and spiritual? So all of these things has to be developed in order to have a balanced life. Not too much exercise, just enough. Too much exercise, what will happen? No temperance, no restrictions, heart attack, over fatigue, injuries. You see how balanced that should be? Too much studying, mental development, what happens? Overload, stress, depression. Emotional, okay? In order for you to be stable or emotionally stable, what? You can talk to trusted people, okay? Friends, okay? And of course, spiritual and social. And this has something to do with the moral values you have, okay? Good, good. So that's the end of our quarter. Module 1. Quick, right? Now, let's go to module number 2, okay? And in module number, let me drink first. Give me a second. Excuse me. It's actually 3 a.m. Okay, let's continue. Pardon me. This is a natural discussion, like a friend. You and me talking to each other, okay? So, Homeroom Guidance Quarter 1, Module 2. Accepting the individuality of others. Module 1, we have discovered who we are, okay? Module 2, what about others? How are we going to see others on their space, respectable space? Let's go. So as we can see here, module 2, accepting the individuality of others. Now the observation, are the activities, observation of others, uniqueness. Yes, we're going to identify that. Showing support for others through, okay. Ito, nadidevelop natin yung ating personality. I know it's very hard because we have different personalities, but let's see how we can improve. Remember the balance in Module 1. What's this? Objectives. At the end of this module, you are expected to determine the basic aspects of an individual. We have identified that. Module 1. Demonstrate suggested ways in accepting others. Now, that individuality, we will understand it on other people. Formulate homeschool policies that promote respect for individual differences. So how are we going to create a behavior? Because we're creating policies that we will follow. So we're trying to what? Make certain behaviors work. Adopt certain corrections. And fourth is appreciate actions or behaviors that accept individual differences. So in other words, this guy here is totally different from me. But how can I be with this guy? Be with this girl? Be with this friend? Okay? Kaya dyan pumapasok. At the end of this module, what will happen? Mawawala na yung toxic natin ugali. You know? Kasi nakaintindihan natin yung gusto ng ibang tao. Gets you? Good, good. Okay. So here's the first one. So we have what you call observation of others' uniqueness. So nag-o-observe tayo. Tinitignan natin yun ibang tao na. Kasi kanina, module 1, tinignan natin kung sino tayo. Ngayon titignan natin kung sino sila. Gets natin? Good, good. Okay? So, ito yung mga steps. Copy the table, which I will be showing you. It's a template. And then, think of 3 different persons who are similar with you and observe what you like to observe for this activity. So, tatlong tao. Mag-isip ka. It can be anyone. It is your choice. Okay? It can be here. It suggests that it can be a singer, a dancer, inventor, politicians, your friend, your mom, your uncle, your cousin. It's up to you. We're trying to observe their uniqueness. Okay? Okay. Now you write their names and describe them using the option on each column. Later on, I'll show you the template. And then write the answers on the processing questions after. Okay, here's the template. Now, first person, let's say you want to put there the name of your mom. Your mom. Idol mo si mommy or si dad. Number 2, pwedeng artista. Pwedeng si Taylor Swift. ako yata yung sinasabi ko. Taylor Swift. And then number 3 would be, let's see. So meron akong mom, Taylor Swift. And let's choose my eldest brother. Yan. So let's do the description. Lively or reserved? Is this person active, jolly, or conservative? A silent type. You see? Is this person, they don't talk too much? Or they're so talkative, like they're involved in everything. So that's lively or reserved. Nurturing or disciplinarian? What type of person is this? Does you always see the word or hear the words, kumusta ka na, kaibigan? Kumusta ka na, anak? Uy, kumusta yung grade mo? Uy, kumain ka na? Nurturing or disciplinarian? Hoy! Pag hindi mo ginawa to, papaluin kita. Okay. Tol, ano ka ba? Anong problema mo? Inom ka ng inom. Bawal yan. Nakakasakit. See the difference? Okay. Conservative or liberated? Okay. Let's see here. We can put it in the way they dress. You know what? I have a friend who likes to wear clothes na kita ang dibdib. Liberated yan. O kaya maiksi ang suot. Liberated or conservative. Meron akong pamangkin, nag-swimming siya, closed yung damit, mahaba yung buhok, conservative. Or that's appearance, right? Pwede rin conservative, walang makeup, liberated, punong-puno ng palamuti. O kaya people, although this is not encouraged, they have tattoo. My brother has tattoo. Okay? Looks cool. But the conservative person like me is, I have clean skin. See? Conservative, liberated. It's the way they look or the way they dress. Pwede rin conservative, liberated yung kumakain. Conservative, yung kutsara, tinidor. Okay? Liberated, kamay. Ako kamay eh. Okay? Ano pa? Anong aspeto ng taong ito? Is he a thinker or doer? Remember, we're trying to identify 3 person. Thinker, meaning, lagi siyang puro plano. May barkada ka pang, oy tara, party tayo, oy, magandang mamasyal. Tapos, puro drawing. Ayan, yan ang tinatawag na drawing. Or meron yun, tara, let's go, punta tayo sa school. Akit na agad, wala nang plano-plano. Yun ang doer. Okay? And meron is among the 3 persons, sino yung planner or easy to go lucky? Anong ibig sabihin ng planner? Yun bago siya kikilos, pinag-aaralan niya na mabuti. Or yung, tol, anong pagtitest natin? Bahala na. Pag nakaupo na tayo, maisip natin, easy go lucky. Ang gets niya? There. So just fill that up for the next activity in Module 2. Okay? Now, how do we the reason why, by the way, oops, what's that? Sorry. There's this ring on when I push back. The reason why we're trying to study those 3 behaviors is we want to understand other people. When we understand other people, Okay, their behaviors, if they're conservative or not, something like that. It means, I'm sorry, what? Pardon me, sorry. It means what? We now know how to understand or support them. Gets yung flow? Okay? So, how do we do that? Ito. Here's the next activity. Okay? So, here are certain situations. This can be similar as that of your friends. Okay? It can be similar as your friends. Now, it says here, let's try number 1. A new classmate with a physical disability. What kind of support does this friend need? Or you know somebody who has disabilities. Ano yung physical disability? Kulang yung paa, kulang yung kamay, o kaya hindi makakakita, malabo masyado. That's a disability. Yung without eyeglasses, hindi nila makikita or makakabasa or mahina ang pandinig or deaf. Okay? So, how can you what? Support these people. Yun ang flow nito eh. Support. Paano mo sila matutulungan o kaya mabigay ng encouragement? Na? Okay. So, if it's physical or disability, your classmate, we can what? Kayong bahala. Walang maling sagot ito. You can do physical support by helping them climb up the stairs kung pilay. Or emotional support. Okay. How do you provide emotional support? By telling them you can do it. You know, those things. Or helping them join in society. Like, wag nyo silang, what? Pabayaan mag-isa. Hindi ka pwede dito. Hindi mo kaya to. See? Or spiritually. Praying for them. Telling them that God is good and He has plans for them. Okay? So, you can check, just put a short description or a check mark. Okay? Like, the description would be, let's make it final. Put a short description. Just choose one para hindi mahirap. Kasi 10 ito. So, for physical disability, you can put an answer on the physically support. You can put there helping them go up the stairs. Yan. Pero kung ikaw ay mas, yung nakita mo yung personality mo, mas sociable ka, pwede mo siyang i-click or lagyan ng description yung socially by including them being part of the group of friends. Okay, so you can just choose one for my class. Okay. Number 2, so on and so forth. Like a friend who lost his parents due to accident. Okay, so usually emotional ito. Pwede rin spiritual. So, kayo nang magsulat ng description. Paano mo siyang support emotionally? Paano mo siya support spiritually? You put a short description, short sentence. Okay? A neighbor who chose to stop schooling for employment. Ayan. Yan, pwedeng physical yan. Why? In a way, tulungan mo siya maghanap ng work. O kaya, tulungan mo siya sa assignment. Pwede rin emotional. Okay? Baka kailangan niya ng encouragement para mag-aral na mabuti. Marami ganyan sa senior high school, di ba? Kaklase niya. Okay? Tapos, a sibling who spends most time of his or her time playing online games. Ayan. Ano to? Addict na sa online games. So, ano to? Pwede rin what? Physically. Kung ikaw isang nanay, paluin mo physically. Although, bawal sa batas na mamalo, no? Pero pag ang namamalo sa'yo ay nanay kasi matigas ang ulo mo, sa akin okay lang yan. So, and number 5, a friend who plans to leave their house because of family problem. Ito. Marami kang pagpiliin to. Emotionally, socially, spiritually. Pili kayo. Okay? Good. So, ikaw nang bahala dito. Pumili. You know the flow already. Okay. Now, I care policies. So, meron na naman tinatawag na table na i-fill up natin. Let's go to the table. So, yan. Anong pwedeng mga rules? Pag sinabing policy, kasi baka malito tayo, sir, anong policy? Masyado mabigat ang English, ano? You can put there rules or things that you want to do. So, maglista kayo dyan. How can, remember, it's about support. Okay? How can you, take for 5. So, that's 1, 2, 3, 4, 5. 1, 2, 3, 4, 20. So, how can you provide support sa bahay? Pwedeng lagay yung una, hugas pinggan, linis bahay. Sumunod kay nanay, okay? Huwag magkalat, matulog na maaga, o kaya patay yung ilaw pag hindi ginagamit. Huwag buksan masyado ang fridge kasi maubos yung lamig. That can be policy or rules. School, pwede rin. Although walang face-to-face, but pwede sabihin online class. So, halimbawa, attend online class or what? Complete modules or honesty in completing modules, those things. 5. Community, ano yan? Hindi ka magagalit sa kapitbahay kasi lagi nagkakaraoke. Something like that. Or, like, hindi ka nagtatapon ng basura sa kapitbahay. Oh, bawal yan. Or online. Ito, online etiquette. Hiwalay natin yung school sa online. Ito yung online, yung personal. Okay? Anong rules? Ako, suggestion ko rules. Huwag kang makipag-usap sa hindi mo kilala. Huwag kang makipag-boyfriend-girlfriend sa hindi mo kilala online. No! Bawal. Gawin mong rule yan. Suggestion. Dagdagan nyo na lang. Okay? Good, good, good. Get it? Good. Now, why are we doing all of this? Because we want to understand other people and concept. Kaya kanina, yung previous slide, it's about rules because we want to understand certain guidelines sa bahay para hindi magkagulo. Certain guidelines or rules sa community para hindi magkaaway yung kapitbahay at ikaw. Online para hindi ka napapahamak. Because we want to accept others. We want to understand the difference between other people. We have to understand, like the number 1 individual difference is, ang tao ay iba-iba talaga. Okay? Paminsan matanda na, hindi pa naintindihan to eh. Kaya bata pa lang, gaya kayo, senior high school, tinuturo na namin to na hindi lahat ng tao pare-pareho. Okay? Pero kahit hindi sila pare-pareho, sigurado meron kayong pagkakasintulad or the same characteristics na pwede kayo magsama. Like halimbawa, ako, mahilig ako lumabas ng bahay. At si Juan ay hindi gaano mahilig lumabas ng bahay. So, anong iwasan niya yan? Hindi tayo pareho, hindi. We have to live harmoniously with your classmates or your friends. So, hindi siya marunong lumabas, ayaw niya labas-labas ng bahay. Ano, ikaw, mahilig ka lumabas ng bahay, edi punta ka sa bahay niya. Oh, may common ground. Di ba? Then, be open-minded on certain situations. Okay? Kasi nga, pag sinabing open-minded, halimbawa, bakit si Maria ang haba ng suot ng damit niya? Napaka-weird naman niya. Tapos, it has something to do with their belief. Okay? Ano, iwasan mo na siya dahil yung damit niya or conservative? Or dahil hindi siya cool? Dahil hindi siya katulad mo? Open-minded. Meaning, there are certain, basta't hindi nakakasama o gumagawa ng criminal or krimen, sorry, or hindi siya criminal, hey, you can join as a group. Empathy. What is empathy? You always put yourselves in somebody's situation. Like, di ba, napapansin nyo, ay, grabe, bakit si Justin, okay, hindi totoong tao ito, baka meron ka pangalan, ay, bakit si Justin ganon siya, you know, lagi siyang ayaw niya magbigay ng papel, ano, maraming papel siya, ayaw niya magbigay ng papel, madamot, tapos, you know, paano mo maintindihan yung taong yun? Aawayan mo, tatawagin mo madamot, hindi. Tignan mo, bakit ayaw niya magbigay ng papel? That's empathy. Ngayon pala, yung papel na yun, good for 1 year na. Alam mo yun, good for 1 year na. So, kailangan niya magtipid. Eh, ikaw, gasta ka ng gasta. Diba? That's putting yourself in somebody's shoes. Si nanay, umuwi ka ng gabi. Lagi natin naririnig, mo balong pigaganakan. Ha? Mo balong pigaganakan. Tapos galit ka kay nanay kasi teenager ka, rebelde ka. Feeling mo lagi kang pinapagalitan. Eh kung ikaw maging nanay o tatay, alam mo yung mga parents, they have the love for children na hindi natin maintindihan. So you understand that. Magkunwari kang nanay at pagalitan mo yung sarili mo. Tignan mo kung hindi mag-iiba yung pananaw mo. Tama, di ba? Yeah. And with differences, look for the common ground. Halimbawa, meron ka talagang kaibigan na hindi mo maintindihan yung ugali. Ganyan. Ha? Hindi ko mag-gets yung ugali ng taong ito. Then, tignan mo anong pwede niyong maging similarities. Baka pareho kayo music. Magja-jive kayo. Pareho kayo favorite food. Pareho kayo mag-travel. Hindi lang kayo pareho religion. Kaya hindi lang kayo pareho preference sa pananamit. Pero meron kayong pwedeng similarity on some areas. Okay? Good. So that's why we're studying all of this, understanding other people. Okay? Yes. Then number 3, homeroom guidance, quarter 1, thinking aloud my decisions. Ayan. So yung part 1, understanding yourself. Part 2, understanding others. Part 3, what are you going to do? Ayan. Anong gagawin mo? By the way, you don't have to watch these videos in one sitting. You can watch this first part, then pause it, and then you can watch the second part on a different day. Okay? Usually, ganun ako gumagawa ng videos. Para pag halimbawa gusto nyo ma-download, pwede yung download lahat. Pero don't feel the obligation to complete watching all the videos. You can chop it down in pieces. Okay? Good. Thinking aloud my decision. So now, nasa stage na tayo kung saan kailangan na tayo magdesisyon. Kanina, inunawaan natin yung sarili natin. Ano yan, module? 1. Tapos, we try to understand others. Ano module yan? 2. And now, what are we going to do about that situation? Thinking aloud my decisions. Okay? Yeah, right. Module. Activity. Weekly home learning plan. Nasanay na kayo siguro dito, no? Since nag-start kayo sa DepEd or nag-start ng pandemic, meron na kayo nito. So, eto yung mga activities gagawin natin. Ano to? Objective. At the end of this course, we're going to identify the factors that affect the right and wrong actions or decisions. Recognize the tendencies of every individual to make the right and wrong decisions or actions. In other words, mag-decide tayo at unawaan natin anong consequences ng decision natin. Alright. I love Philippines. And analyze situations that depict tendencies of making the right decisions. So, meron yung tawag na influencer. Diba? Mga iba dyan nilalagay yung sa IG nila, Facebook, influencer daw sila. What does that mean? Our behavior, our words, what? Tends to what? Be followed by many people or the people around us. We become an influencer. Halimbawa, sa kaibigan, meron siyang sinabi, "Uy, bawal lumabas ng gabi kasi may multo." Influencer mo siya. Maniniwala ka. Na-absorb mo yung belief niya. So, there are certain situations that you absorb and it becomes part of you. Those are what you call tendencies. Okay, situations that what influences your decision. Okay, let's go it. So sa module meron Anton's indecisiveness. Okay, so hindi ko sasabihin yung buong story kasi babasahin nyo. Pero sa dulo na, ano to? Disclaimer ba yun? Spoiler alert. Basta, si Anton, hindi siya nakapag-decide ano ang resulta ng pagiging indecisiveness niya. In other words, hindi siya makapili kung anong gusto niyang gawin. So, nagkaroon ng effect after. Basahin nyo. Ano yung effect na yon? Okay? So, yun ang isang illustration sa module natin. Sa part ng module 3. Hindi makapag-desisyon si Anton at meron nangyari after he wasn't able to make the decision. Okay? Yeah. Now, here's the activity. Agree or disagree. Another, again, just a reminder, on a separate sheet of paper, you submit this online to me, mga advisory class ko, but everybody will put it on a piece of paper, yellow paper, long pad, basta dapat pare-pareho or bond paper. Iko-compile natin yan. Kukunin ko at the end of the first grading. Okay? Yan. So, sabi dito, do you agree or disagree? Yan. Nagkakaroon tayong decision making sa sarili natin. Right? I cannot tell my best friend's parents about his smoking and drinking tendencies because I will betray his trust. Do you agree or disagree? Ano? Sasabihin mo ba sa best friend mo o hindi? Sulat mo lang, agree or disagree. Don't worry. I should consider the advice of my parents when it comes to choosing my course in college. Payag ka ba? Nasabi ni mama, doktor ka, pero ayaw mo naman. Sige na nga ma. O hindi, ayaw ko, hindi ko gusto. And so on and so forth. You read that, okay? For learning purposes and higher order thinking skills, hindi ko didictate lahat. Or suggest lahat ang mga dapat isipin. You have to think about it. Okay? Good. Now, the next activity has something to do with looking into my decision. Let's tackle the first two. So, dito sa side na to, what is your decision? At dito sa side na to, ano ang mga bagay na nag-influence sa'yo para gawin mo yan, decision na yan? Example, a group of learners invited you to join a virtual organization and encourage you to meet with new friends. So, parang itong group chat at mag-meet ng mga bagong kaibigan. Hindi mo kilala to. To become a member, you need to follow certain rules. Ayan. So, halimbawa, meron group chat na ang pangalan ay mga sawi. Ayan. Okay? Virtual organization. Mga sawi, usually may pages na ganyan. Okay? Tapos, ang mga rules ng mga sawi ay dapat walang boyfriend, girlfriend. Ayan. Dapat willing makipag-video chat ng 12 a.m. hating gabi. Ayan. Dalawang rules muna. So, ngayon, ikaw, teenager ka, 16, 17. Uy, mga sawi ito. Baka makakakilala ko ng boyfriend, girlfriend. Pero yung rules, 12 a.m. magchat-chat. Oh, ano pa? At dapat single or walang boyfriend, girlfriend. Oh, so anong decision mo? Siyempre, isip mo, parang delikado to. Kasi sabi ni mama, una sa lahat, huwag kang kakausap ng mga hindi mo kilala. Alam mo yon? So, ano yon? Influencer yon para sa decision mo, si mama. Number 2 column yon. So, anong sinasabi mo sa sarili mo? Hindi na ako sasali. Kasi, yung rules nila hindi maganda. Hindi para sa edad kong bata. Sabi ni Mama, delikado yan, mapapahamak ako. Kasi sabi ni Mama, ay maganda yung future ko. At matatapos ako sa pag-aaral ko. At ako ay hindi maghihirap dahil makakahanap ako ng magandang trabaho. Dahil pinili ko yung tamang desisyon, hindi sasali sa group chat na yun. Oh, diba? Yeah, ganyan sasagutin yan. Okay? So, I think I can skip number 2. You get the point. Okay? So there, it's up to 5. Complete that task on a separate sheet of paper. It's not difficult to do. It's about behavior. Walang mali naman. Why are we doing all of this in Module 3? Because there are certain factors that we need to make decision on. But factors are made or decisions are made based on what? The influences around us. Kaya nasabi ko sa inyo, influencer. Pwede yung environment. Halimbawa ngayon, it's already, what time is it? 4:30 a.m. And today's Tuesday. Papasok ako sa school mamaya. Hindi kayo antok-antok sa school, no? So, tignan nito. Hindi, para totoong 3 a.m. pakita ko yung time, oh. Oh, see? Totoong 4:30. I mean, 4:30. Oh, see? No joke. Okay, so, there are certain factors that, kanina yung example, si nanay ang factor that affects our choice. This environment, why am I whispering? Because it's too early. Magigising yung kapitbahay natin. Okay, so that's the factor that affects my decision to speak softly is because of the time environment. Experience. Kaya nga pumupulong ko baka na experience ko yung kapitbahay na maingay, sinigawan ng kapitbahay. Affecting my decision to speak softly. Experience. You get the point? Personal characteristics. Ako mapag-intindi akong ibang tao. At mapagmahal akong neighbor, pero mabangis din ako. Mapagmahal akong tao, pero mabangis ako. Sa mga loko-loko. Personal characteristics ko yun. Pagiging mabangis or mapait. Factors or data. Okay? Halimbawa, when you're entering into college, ito ba yung magandang course o hindi? Hindi mo alam. So, magtatanong ka, ano ang pinakamagandang course na after 4 years may magandang trabaho? Hindi ka manghuhula kasi magbabasa ka ng books, magre-research ka, magtatanong ka sa professor, pupunta ka sa mga website na nagpapakita ng trending. Usually, pwede mong i-google highest paid job. O yun, data yun. So, magde-decide ka, gusto ko mag-course ng computer science. It's highest paid job. Or BSBA kasi gusto ko maging manager. Gaya ni Sir Jota. Dati. And motivation. Okay? Meron kang goal. Recently, nag-board exam ako. Honestly, feeling ko, pumasa ako kasi yung sagot ko. Feeling ko tama lahat. No? Pero ang motivation ko, alam niyo ano class? Regardless of babagsak ako, hindi. Ang motivation ko, maging rank 1 sa board exam. Sa tanda kong ito. Ambisyoso, no? Pero that's my motivation. Kaya I spent 4 hours reviewing early morning. Namiss ko nga pagre-review. Ganito ako oras nagre-review. At tinatapos ko mga 10 to 20 questions in my own time research. That's motivation, class. Oh, tatawanan ka siguro sa mga goals mo sa buhay kasi masyadong mataas. Pero if that keeps you going, like ako, that's my goal, rank 1 sa board exam. Pero pag hindi ako pumasa, it's okay. You know why? I did my best. I prayed. I exhausted. I used my motivation. And if I did not succeed, I will try again. I will not be sad. You see? Those are the things that affect us. Me, that was the motivation factor that affected me. And that will make us all happy. Yeah? Palakpakan natin ang sarili natin. Amen. Okay. So we're done. Congratulations. So these are the references. And yung course feedback, ito yan. Kasi ginamit ko yung module. So that's how you look for certain or ask questions about this. There you go. So I hope this video helps. It's around 45 minutes. And you do take care, class. Puputulin ko na agad kasi ayaw ko maubos yung load nyo. Have a great day. God bless. And don't forget, okay, let us try to analyze ourselves. Module 1. Let us try to understand others. Empathize. Module 2. And let us try to make the right decisions in life. Module 3. In all else, seek a professional guidance counselor if you have problems or if you're distressed. Or you can ask me, class. Chat me and I'll refer you to somebody who can really help you. Okay? Take care. Bye. What time is it? It's 4:38. I'll do some. I won't edit this. I'll upload this in YouTube so that you can watch it for asynchronous learning. Whee! Have a nice day. Bye. Bye. Quiet. It's still early.